Right, to roll my clay, I'm just using the guides and making sure my rolling pin is on the guides at all time. That's going to allow me to have an even thickness tile. Then I'm going to cut my tile, okay, and then I'm just going to start kind of rolling out some thinner layers that I want to use to create my landscape on there. So I'm still referring to my sketch, even so you can't see it on the screen. To bind my two pieces of clay together, I'm scoring or scratching the piece, putting some slip, which is some clay diluted with water, and then pressing it firmly on my tile to make it stick on there to create my relief on the tile. Okay, so here I'm just cutting a different layer, and same, just checking for size. You could trace your layers, tracing your sketch on tracing paper, and trace your layers on there. Here I've decided to just work freehand, same, scratching, slip, and just pressing firmly, making sure there's no air bubbles trapped on here. So here I'm just going to cut out the monument on my sketch, which is Studley Pike on here. So I'm drawing it first with a pencil, and then cutting it with my tools on here. So same scratching, slip, putting it on. It's too big on here, so I've just cut it down slightly and just put it on there too. Okay, so here I'm working on getting different texture. My sky is quite cloudy, so I'm just getting my texture for the clouds. I'm kind of working to kind of reduction here, just carving out a little bit of the tile to get the horizon line on here. So here I want to add some kind of thin layers on there, so I've scratched and kind of sticking on some different types of texture. So here I've got some little balls of clay, just trying to vary my texture from looking at the original picture. Mark making with my little piece of cloth and just adding some of the texture to my landscape on here using different things. So here I'm using just put a few more clouds to add texture to my sky, and kind of blending some areas a little bit more, trying to get a bit of a grassy texture with the material, the cloth on here. So just carving a couple more areas in the sky with those tools, and just carrying on building that texture until I've got something I am happy with. So you need to remember scratch and slip as well to make sure things stay in place, and just keep experimenting with the different tools you've got on there. Okay, so here I've got my piece of Lego, and I'm just carving some thinner line with that kind of pointy tool as well on there. Okay. I just want to add a little bit on there, not quite that bit, where I've just carved out some of the surface from the patterns I've tried out on my table, and I find those quite interesting patterns. And that's it. Just kind of refining the last few bits on there, but it's more or less finished on there.